Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK turned around where it needed to in our support zone. So let's see now if the market can actually rally. I mentioned already yesterday that a break above the $14, $45, $14.50 level would suggest that the direct breakout scenario has a chance. So it's obviously a little bit too early to confirm that. We haven't even taken any of the significant highs out, but we were watching for a reversal in the orange support zone, and so far the price seems to be cooperating well with that idea that this was a wave 4 correction and maybe this wave 5 is now already unfolding. So tactically speaking, anybody who wanted to get a position already had the chance twice in this support zone. I just moved it to the right, but we had a touch point here and the price dipped into the area again. So I assume everybody who wanted a position has a position. And that's the benefit of those support areas, because they offer a pullback trade opportunity. Now, if you do it, that's up to you if you use it, but it allows you to move up the stop loss soon, as soon as possible, and then basically take the risk out of a trade. As I mentioned to you before, I have a grid bot running, and I will switch the grid bot off again as it approaches the $18 mark. I did that already here when I added the grid bot somewhere here. It did trade the grids all the way up to the top, and then some point here around $16.50 or so I switched it off, and then recently activated it again. I can't remember where it was. I think here around $14 something, and as it moves higher I will switch it off again, just for anybody who's interested about the grid bot. By the way, I do have a tutorial playlist on this channel. These tutorials explain how to deal with exchanges, buy, sell orders, whatever. And one of these videos is about grid bots. So if you're interested in learning how to trade Elliott Wave with grid bots, feel free to check that tutorial video out. It's just in the playlist that's called tutorials. So let's assume this move up is now happening. Let's talk about the levels that are now relevant. First of all, with every forecast, there's also a level where the forecast changes again. Now, please note that if the forecast changes and this structure breaks down, all that I would look for is an extension of wave 4. It wouldn't really change the outlook. It would simply mean that we probably fall back into the support area, where the price will then have a chance to find support again, either here at the ascending trend line of this larger lower boundary line of the larger trend channel, or here at $11 next, which is the 38.2 retracement level, a very, very important Fibonacci level that's relevant for a wave 4. Okay, so let's assume the low is in. Then we are now basically, so the thing is, the challenge is, because we are in a diagonal pattern, we are not necessarily looking for 5 waves up. Okay, we're not necessarily looking for that. It's entirely possible that the price is just forming 3 waves up, and the A wave forms as a 3-wave structure. By the way, let me change the wave degree here. So the wave 5 would unfold as an ABC structure, because we're dealing with an overall, not ending diagonal, but leading diagonal. So the 5th wave is an ABC structure, ABC. So that makes the micro counting not very predictive, okay? But we can still add a roadmap to the chart. And at the moment, it seems like that we're, still in wave A, and it could be that we're moving in wave 3 of A. And if we're moving in wave 3 of A, then we can add some levels to the chart. Targets. So it's basically now entering into the ideal target range for a 3rd wave. Further extension is always possible, but micro resistances now show at $15.84 and then $16.73. That $16.73 level is pretty much also where we have these previous highs. I mean, this is an entire range of resistances up there, right? But pay attention to these fib levels, plus obviously a break above them could send it to those previous swing highs, as well as the upper boundary line of the trend channel. As we approach those previous swing highs, I will probably switch the grid bot off. I'm not entirely sure. I will mention that in our Telegram group, Discord group. And but yeah, I mean, it's not rocket science, a grid bot. So that's what I'm watching for now, basically. As long as yesterday's low is holding, the A wave should push higher, obviously, but the 3rd wave of the A wave could finish somewhere in the region here, or all of wave A, because an A wave can be a 3 or 5 wave move. You see, it's challenging to determine exactly where an A wave will finish. However, if the next deeper pullback holds a higher low, then this is likely the B wave and would act as a setup for a C wave. That's sort of the idea. Okay, so another way to deal with this, I like, I don't know, Link is moving in a chop all the time, so I like to use grid bots with Link. So if Link moves a little higher, switch a grid bot off, get lower in the B wave, I might switch it on again and it might chop its way up in this C wave. So yeah, that's just my idea, you know. That's it, basically. Okay, that's what we're watching for. Again, structural resistances maybe. Structurally, there are some resistances here. Next swing high, by the way, $16.07. Then the first swing high that was formed in November at $16.61. The next swing high, $17.32. And the next swing high at $17.70. And it could be, I mean, this ascending trend line, if we just take that further, might be that we're reaching that green line. Which line is that? It's the line you know already when you watched previous videos. It's basically this swing high that was formed in April 22. And also here previously, it's sort of an area of support and previous resistance. So it's worth watching for a reaction there. That's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.